What's for dinner, you might ask? Who would have guessed? It is a random ground meat with rice and hot sauce. Shocker. All right, I was feeling a little peckish, so I thought, why don't we dabble a little bit? Little Fit Crunch bar. I feel like these are just, chemical riddled, filled with chemicals, but I think that's why they taste so good. And honestly, I'm okay with that. If I'm knocking some years off my life, but I'm eating delicious, healthy protein bars, I can live with that. Let me crack this baby open. I mean, look at that. What natural food has like a green tinted frosting? The taste is a 10. It's phenomenal, actually. Boom, done. I had to enjoy it privately. But we need to go hit some shoulders. They're falling a bit. Not gonna lie, they look a lot worse. They used to look good. Maybe we're just in the bad lighting. Not really sure. Let's go hit shoulders. I need a shoulder pump like now. It's been too long. It's been like 2 weeks, I think. I can already tell that all my gains have been shredded off my body. It's fine though. I think I'll be able to manage to get some of them back, hopefully. Also, memory's a thing, right? All right, we made it to the gym. Thank God for good lighting. I've already put on like 3 pounds of muscle. Front shoulder raise. Definitely gonna go in slowly because, like I said, haven't hit shoulders in 2 weeks, and one of those weeks it was fully injured. Hurt to even like lift covers off of my bed. I think we're literally gonna start with like the 15s for front shoulder raise. Almost just fell on the dumbbell rack. Good start. That is set 1. 5 weeks out from the Mr. Schizophrenia. We're looking decent. Second set. Shoulders are still feeling usable. I think that means we start ego lifting. Dude, lighting means everything. I think steroids, the only reason I even want to touch them is just because you have like built-in lighting. Like you look good in any lighting. But right now, I look pretty good. But then as soon as I go home, I'm going to get teared up because I lost muscle. Because the lighting sucks. I just need to buy down lighting for my entire room. That'd be pretty fire, I'm not going to lie. I wonder how much that is. Alright, let's move into some side delt raise. Alright, what do we use for side delt raise? What are you thinking? Thinking the 45s. My shoulder just gained functionality like yesterday, but you know what? Let's do 45s for side lateral raise. Good. 25s, let's grab them. Who's Mog 20s? All right, second set. 25s grabbed. The 45s earlier was satire, hope you know that. I'd have to be built out of like titanium to do that comfortably. All right, I'm gonna do one more set with 25s, and then we've got a pump check to enjoy, to taste. All right, final set here. Also, you can see right here on the rack that the 20s are missing. I'm going back down to 20s. My left shoulder is unhappy, we'll say that. Yeah, that's it. Failure achieved. It's done. We gotta check a pump though. My shoulders do feel pretty cool. They're just exhausted, I think. Gym day completed, and if we spin this around, hopefully you can see that. That is 12:03 a.m. Notice how it's all like pitch black out? You know, it's definitely one of our days we have ended the gym early. If you've watched my last two videos, I was in the gym at nearing 2 a.m. and then walking out of the gym at 2 a.m. And that's not, I hate doing that. I'm gonna be honest. I do it just cause like, I don't know, dude. I'll almost like procrastinate going to the gym. And for some reason, my mind is like, you know what? If you go in there at 1 a.m., it'll be way more better than if we just go in there at like 11 p.m. or something. And I always fall for that trap. Don't fall for that trap. If you're procrastinating the gym, well, I gotta get some air in here. I feel like I'm in a lizard house. It's like 72 out and I had no air on. I mean, I'm roasting in here, dude. It's, anyways, if you're procrastinating the gym and you need to just go, just honestly go. The thought of the gym is worse than actually lifting, dude. It's like a full mental battle. And then physical is like almost nothing. It feels good to get juiced up and get a little bit of confidence when you, you know, have a pump that now you look like you're when you get a pump, now all of a sudden you look like, you know, you've put on some muscle mass, and then you'll go home and just deflate. And then it's like you go into a depression because the lighting's worse, the pump's gone. So it's like, oh my gosh, I really am small. But yeah, you know, that's what's cool about a pump and going to the gym. Sometimes you can just like, you know, whip out a pump and then you're good to go. Your confidence shoots up. You're like, dang, my arms are looking good. And then, you know, doesn't last forever. So you might not want to get egotistical because you're about to get humbled as soon as you walk in that door at home. Anyways, I think I got to get out of here. I got to get to some sleep, dude. I think like last week like last week, I think I maybe averaged like, I don't know, like I averaged maybe like 6 hours of sleep. No, probably like 5 hours of sleep. 5 hours and 15 minutes, 5 hours and a half. Something like that. And honestly, it was getting to me. I hated how much sleep that was. I usually like to perform on about 4 hours of sleep. Cause, you know, I need a lot of room to like blast caffeine late at night. Just, you know, crank whatever. I've got things I've got to do late at night. And then I also have to get up early for like work and, you know, boring life stuff. So it's like, you know, if I just sacrifice a couple hours of sleep, that's okay. We'll get it done. I'll be able to, you know, kind of get out of bed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, anything you would add or remove to this workout. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Subscribe to McWid. If you haven't subscribed, then what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button right here. It takes one click. It's so easy.